Hello Twin Flames, happy Friday. This is Victoria and I'm back with your daily energy check. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being with me, for joining me today. Oh, there we go. I'm still experimenting a little bit with my new setup. Also with my new phone because the way it records videos, the camera that it has, it works differently from my previous phone. Because I've upgraded it by a few models, so I'm still getting used to the best way to sort it out. But it's only a change for the better, right? This is just time to integrate and adjust. Let's just say adjust. I'm looking for a word, but it's not it. We have a pretty snowy weather today in New York. It's not too cold yet, but it's going to be. Within the next 24 hours, it's supposed to have like a foot of snow and much colder temperatures. So yeah, I'm counting on a snow day tomorrow where I'm gonna play with the actual snow. We don't get it much anymore. Okay, so back to the reading. I'm gonna do a little bit different format today. So I'm still gonna do the energy reading for both DF and DM, but today is gonna be like a two-part question. So first, for each of the twins, I'm gonna check what is the current challenge, on all levels, just in the energy. What are the twins navigating? What are they dealing with? And the second part of the question would be, what is the spirit guidance for the best outcome in the current situation, right? So how we're supposed to treat it? Because a lot of times, I know you guys resonate when I'm saying, okay, you're going through that or you're dealing with this, but then the question remains, so what do I do about that? Or how do I interpret this? So that's what we're gonna focus on today. I'm gonna start with this oracle deck, and today I picked the Whispers of the Ocean. I also have this little cards with the messages from Divine Masculine. So we're gonna pull a few at the end. All right, let's get started. I'm planning to record a few more generic videos this week, and I'm still thinking what is gonna be my priority. So yeah, it's gonna be a surprise for you guys. I'm gonna have something extra published in addition to the usual energy reads. I usually take a day or two a week as a day off, so maybe I'll do that over the weekend because I've been publishing every day this week, but we'll see. All right, shared inspiration. This is a card for Divine Feminines, number 20. Throw yourself into a new project. Thank you. That was a confirmation for me as well. It's a right direction, Victoria. Be willing to let go of time constraints and rules and really be aware of whatever fulfills your heart. Yes. So definitely I'm gonna work on these new videos, maybe do like parallel articles on my blog so people can either read or watch. And yeah, I'm gonna play with the snow tomorrow. That's a project, right? Yeah, when it's like a few times a season, it really fulfills my heart. Yeah. Because where I'm from, we're used to snow a lot, and it definitely brings, I think for everybody, it brings fun memories from the childhood when we were having fun with the snow. When you're an adult, you don't have fun as much anymore. Even if you enjoy snowboarding or skiing, you don't pay as much attention to like the snow itself, to interacting with the snow, right? You're still focused on other stuff. Snow is just the background, kind of like setting the scene. In the childhood, snow was a big deal. Okay, what do we have for Divine Masculines? I love number 20. I love dolphins as well. They remind me about my recent trip to Hawaii. I mean, I guess that's why I picked Whispers of the Ocean, right? What else? We got the headline card. So if you see, it's like, woo, magic. So I can actually be reading and showing it to you guys because it's exactly the same on both sides. It's number 1, resilience. There is no need to rush or push. This is the time to take things as they come. You have the determination and patience to handle what is happening. Yeah, so to me, this is another confirmation for masculines that we've been getting the last few days about being able to surrender, which is not really masculine energy as such, it's a more feminine side, but you know, this part where masculine is supposed to integrate this and work on the skill to be able to surrender and to trust without putting in much effort or trying to control the outcome. You see, it also has all these hearts in the water, like the small one, the bigger one. Yes, it's like the power of the pulsating heart, like, you know, trust your heart. That sort of idea. Okay, let's get to the reading. I'm using the Dreamkeeper's Tarot today. This is one of my surreal decks. So yeah, the challenge for the feminine is 9 of Wands. What's the advice? Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. Okay, about the masculines. What's the challenge at the moment on the journey? So what I'm getting for Divine Feminine is that with all these cards that so you're asked to go with your inspiration, with what fulfills your heart, but there's some fear to that. It's kind of like fear and also tiredness. Maybe because you've tried before and it wasn't very successful. Maybe because you know and you're thinking upfront that, well, my family or friends are not going to approve of that. Or they're not going to understand. Or I'm going to have so many questions from people. Keep it to yourself, you know, you don't necessarily have to share everything. If this, like, take baby steps. If this is really a big deal and you feel like you're having more anxiety thinking about that than the actual joy that you're going to get from activity, obviously you're going to question, is it even worth doing it? But it doesn't mean that it's not worth doing it. It just means that think about constructive ways to remove that anxiety factor, right? I've done that loads of time. I mean, by now I could care less for like 90% of everything I'm doing and probably 90% of people I'm dealing with. So it's a very good percentage in general of where I don't care about what people think, and I can just be myself and I can share it if I want to, right? But I still sometimes, obviously there's still more personal things that I keep for myself. And also if I understand that like the audience or the person who I'm gonna be sharing with is not gonna get it, then what's the point? I'm gonna spend a lot of time, I'm gonna get frustrated about trying to make my point, trying to explain, and then what's the value? And maybe for them it's not valuable at all, you know? So there's nothing wrong with keeping it to yourself as your personal private experience. Okay, we have for masculines, King of Swords, Page of Cups as a challenge. Ooh, what's the spirit guidance? Sorry, it fell off, but it's the Emperor in reverse, which is also the card of surrender. How beautiful is that? And resilient, of course. Ta-da! Loving it, loving it. Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Let's get some clarifiers. Please clarify 9 of Wands. Ooh, the Sun. Love this. Please clarify Page of Pentacles and the Hermit for Divine Feminines as the outcome, as the advice for the best outcome. Please clarify. Alright, the Chariot. I have more and more major arcanas. Please clarify King of Swords and Page of Cups for the masculine. Oof, anxiety. Please clarify the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, I guess that's where resilience comes in, like the word resilience itself. Because it was about surrender, but there's always also in that Oracle card, the title is resilience. Being resilient to the stress and fear that's coming in. Please clarify the Emperor in reverse for the masculines. That's too many. We are gonna shuffle a little bit more. Please clarify the Emperor in reverse. The Emperor upright, thank you. That's a good one. 3 of Pentacles in the bottom of the deck. Yes, it's about steady progress I'm getting in general right now for the journey. It's about just, you know, sometimes there are days when something big and exciting is happening. There are days when it's just like another day at the office. This is one of those moments. It may seem like it's too quiet or something is wrong, or like I'm not getting communication from my Twinflame, but you know, it's like there is the magic in that as well, where you can focus more on yourself, what is in your space right now, and sort out your things. It's like, you know, when over the weekend you have time where you can read that book that you never get to, you can, I don't know, clean out the closet or whatever. Like, it could be some mundane thing that's not even that adventurous, but it's something that needs to be done and it has value in your life. So it's kind of like the universe is giving you that space and time to focus on yourself without distractions. Actually, thinking about that just before I started the recording, that sometimes we, you know, like I get some references on certain things that is going on in my Twinflame journey with my Twinflame, right? And maybe things that I can do or learn. And then I'm like, well, I mean, it's a little tempting, of course, because it's my relationship with my person, but also I have so much in the pipeline for my mission and for certain things that I'm dealing with in 3D that are higher priority. And I know that if I go further into that space with my Twinflame, I'll definitely have a lot less focus, energy, time on doing these very high priority things. And maybe it will be a big delay for me. So, and I don't want that. So I appreciate giving me the space and time to focus on this, where my Twinflame kind of like is doing his thing and I'm doing mine. Nothing personal, but you know, we need time for ourselves. Anyway, back to the reading. So we have for the feminine, for the challenge, we have 9 of Wands clarified by the Sun. So the feminine is kind of like in her heart, she feels like this is definitely, you know, something to go for, or whatever is your next step, whatever you feel guided to do, whether it's for your personal growth, for your mission, or the relationship. So you deep down, you know that this is going to bring you a lot of happiness when this is fulfilled, when this is done, when you kind of like check it as done in your list. But also there is a fear that it's not going to happen, that either you'll fail or the circumstances will not be supportive, and that it will be even worse than it is now, or you'll be so devastated that it will throw you off your game. That's the challenge, to kind of have that courage and have that stamina, right? And have enough inspiration to keep you going no matter what. 9 of Wands is actually, like, the Wands are about flame and inspiration, right? So this is like the part where you could even feel overwhelmed, that you're starting to doubt it. Like, should I, shouldn't I? I don't know, is it really for me? The guidance is the Hermit and Page of Pentacles. So if in doubt, ask the divine. Go into that meditation or prayer mode. Talk to your guides, right? Ask a question. Ask for a sign, or specifically ask a question. What do you need to know? What kind of confirmation do you need, right? Ask for help, for guidance, and be open-minded to what is going to be. Like, even if right now it seems like it's something you already done, you're doing it again, be open that it's going to be very much new experience for you. That's what I'm getting in general. I'm feeling this energy of newness, of something completely different, and this will help you. This sort of attitude, right, and inspiration will help you drive whatever your project is forward, right? Whatever resonates for you. So it's like, you know, people sometimes say, I'll believe it when I see it. And this is the reverse one, where you're supposed to believe it before you see it. Believe in your success before you see the results, that you're actually successful. Think about it. I know it may sound a little weird, but that's the part where you A, trust in the universe, B, your inspiration is enough to move you. You're not like asking for 10 different things in the 3D, and so that could be a safe choice. Oh yeah, now like I have money, I have like predefined plan. I have my, I don't know, audience, or people who will be on board for sure. Like, I know this is a true thing, and then I'm gonna do it. No, that's not gonna give you as much growth and excitement at the end of it, right? With the sun card. If you do it simple, if it's safe, right? They say, we learned it actually in one of the business classes, that whenever you're setting your goals for your business, you're strategizing something, you need to have ambitious goals. That's what excites you. Not like, yeah, I want to get, I don't know, 100 new subscribers in the next quarter. No, it should be something big, something amazing. That when you first think about it, you will be like, oh, really? That could happen? That would be amazing. So you're excited. That's how people around you will get excited if you're working with other people on your project, right? Masculines. This is getting quite long. Sorry, guys. This is a learning today. We have King of Swords and Page of Cups as a challenge, clarified by Nine of Swords. Yeah, so I'm getting that DMs have a tough time reconciling between their heart and mind, between how they feel and maybe some downloads they're getting, and what seems logical, what seems correct in 3D, from what they've learned from their experience in life. That's what's causing this anxiety. That's where, like I was saying, not gonna go into too much detail, that resilience is needed, surrender is needed, where it may be they may get thrown off their game with some challenges, right, within themselves, like an inner conflict, and also from other people or circumstances. And that's where the resilience is important at this time. Yeah, so you see, with the Emperor in both cards, I feel that divine masculines are asked to utilize the positive side of the positive features of the Emperor, and not have too much of authority and control in the situation, which is what would naturally be happening for masculine energy, right? But at this time, surrender is super important, and it's more about resilience and inner strength, right? This like center that is supposed to be in place. Like, you are confident, but about what? That the universe has the best plan for you, that your intuition is on point, that you can trust that things are gonna turn out well for you, right? So that's how you combine the logical and more 3D level, right? I'm confident, yes. And the 5D sort of like, yeah, I'm being intuitively guided. The divine is on my side. I trust, even if I don't see all the facts in the physical. Okay, last but not least, let's get some messages from the MTDF. And by the way, we have a new moon coming up, new moon in Aquarius next week. We also have the energy portal. We have Venus coming out of retrograde. Actually, Venus is coming out of retrograde tomorrow. So yeah, I'll ask something in the reading about that. And then Mercury retrograde is ending on the 3rd of February. So yeah, it's gonna be exciting. So I'll do more special readings next week on what that means for the twins, for the journey at this time. Watch out for that. Okay. We have, when we first met, I knew you were the one. I'm trying to stop fighting how I feel about you. This is one of those things where 3D and 5D are in the inner conflict for divine masculine, and that's given them anxiety and sleepless nights. Children and family issues are factors, so any kind of karmic situation that your DM is in, that's causing additional pressure for them right now. I regret everything that happened. So whenever they mistreated you, or they knew that they hurt your feelings, or they didn't speak the things that they wanted to say, the good things of how much they care about you, they are feeling the regret right now. Okay, and also we had on the bottom of the deck, I'm scared you don't love me as much as I love you. That's a fair, fair. That's a true fear for them. That's another thing of this anxiety. Because when the person is getting around, that's what's happening, I'm getting this message. The person is getting around these huge feelings that they have for someone. Then immediately they think, but what if I don't mean the same to them, right? Because as feminines, we also try to keep it healthy. We try not to kind of like jump into it and be like, yes, you're the love of my life, like I'll do anything for you and for us, right? We're trying to keep it kind of like, because all these big notions, they could put additional pressure in the situation as well, and could actually be manipulative. So divine feminines know to stay, you know, to keep their center, to stay wise, and you know what the focus is. And of course to masculine, that's also kind of like not even a mixed message, but they may not necessarily know, you know, even if you've told them, even if they know you're twin flames, at these moments, with these emotions, they will be doubting whether you love them and they mean to you as much as you mean to them. Especially because a lot of them think that they put you on the pedestal and they don't think that they're enough to be a partner, right? That's part of this process of spiritual path and doing inner work. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being with me today, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye, everyone.